Practicing Stoicism is to act in conformity with nature. What does this really mean? It's about living according to nature, our nature. It's about aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life, living in harmony with the nature of things, and acting in accordance with reason. Just as every species has an instinct given to it by nature, guiding a vine to produce grapes, a horse to gallop freely, and a bee to make honey, so too do humans have an intrinsic nature. And what is our unique nature? We can think, to reason, to act, not only for our own benefit, but for the benefit of humanity at large. Acting in conformity with nature is acting according to this reason, embracing the Stoic ideal of the common good and not being driven solely by personal desire. But let's dig deeper. Imagine watching a honeybee. The bee doesn't need to remind itself to make honey, to fly to flowers, or to perform its complex dance to communicate with other bees. It does so effortlessly, instinctively. This natural impulse is key to understanding Stoic wisdom. The bee performs its duty without self-consciousness. It moves seamlessly from one task to the next without pausing to congratulate itself or question its purpose. Similarly, when practicing Stoicism, humans should perform good actions with spontaneity and purity, flowing naturally from who they are and without seeking applause, reward, or a sense of personal gain. The Stoic path teaches us that to truly act in conformity with nature, our good actions must be spontaneous and pure, executed almost unconsciously. Just like the bee moves instinctively from one flower to the next, we should pass from one action to the next without clinging to a sense of accomplishment or self-interest. It's not about doing good to gain something, it's about doing good because it is our nature to do so. This is how one embodies Stoic self-restraint and transcends individual impulses for the greater good. And why must these actions be done unconsciously? Because consciousness, paradoxically, can taint the purity of the act. Consider this: if you're constantly aware of the good you're doing, if you're overly conscious of every step, every gesture, the action becomes stilted, deliberate, even self-serving. It loses its spontaneity and flow. Imagine trying to play a song on the piano while overthinking each note. What was once fluid and natural becomes awkward and forced. A genuinely good action, in Stoic sense, should come as effortlessly and naturally as breathing, like the way a bird sings without a second thought. Yet there's a crucial balance here, the role of careful consideration. A Stoic doesn't simply act on impulse alone, he acts with mindfulness. There's a mindful awareness, a deliberation in every decision. Before committing to a path, the Stoic takes the time to carefully consider their intentions so that their actions align with reason and virtue. But, and this is key, the Stoic also remains unattached to any specific decision. If reason later demands a change, the Stoic adapts without hesitation or ego, even if that reason comes from an external source. This adaptability ensures that actions remain aligned with what is right, rather than with a rigid adherence to past decisions. Practicing Stoicism thus requires reconciling two seemingly opposite attitudes. First, to act with spontaneity and complete disinterestedness, allowing good actions to flow naturally and without self-awareness. And second, to maintain a vigilant awareness of one's duty to live according to nature, according to reason, constantly open to adapting one's actions as needed. This is the meaning of Stoicism: to become like the vine, the horse, and the bee, performing one's role in life naturally, instinctively, and without expectation. But unlike these creatures who act out of pure instinct, the Stoic merges instinct with rationality, allowing reason to guide spontaneous good actions. To live with this balance, this harmony, is to live as nature intended, and it is the heart of Stoicism. Whatever I do, whether alone or with some other, I must aim at one single goal, that which is useful to the human community and is in accord with it.